Herbivore. Good morning. What the blinking heck? I'm blurry. I'm as blurry as all hell. How are we doing? Is that music a little loud? Seems a touch loud, does it? Let's turn him down a bit. Chill, Winston. There we go. How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining me again. Who's in the house? Oh, Squiggly Lines, man. I've forgotten your name. I know you've got an interesting, unusual name, but I've forgotten it. Please tell me your name again. I'm so sorry. I'll try and commit it to memory. I'm rubbish with names, particularly when they're wiggly lines from my perspective. Very attractive looking wiggly lines, though, I must add. Eliza the Vegan's in the house. Subscribe to her channel. She's great. As is Angharad. Subscribe to her channel also. Hello, morning everyone from my mam, Fudge and I. Little Fudge, the twitchy-nosed rabbit. How's my sound? It's telling me I'm peaking there. Do I need to turn this gain down a bit? Is that better? Or is that wassera? How's that? Check, check. That's peaking like mad, and I'm turning it right down. Maybe I need to turn down the gain on my interface. Check, check. How is this? Check, check. Whatever I do, it's like just peaking. Weird. Richard Benham in the house. Yeah, I am spoiling you this week. In the future, I'm going to be doing a lot of live stuff, and it's going to be on a much grander scale. And just basically, I need to get some experience. I think this. Jamit, of course, it's Jamit. Jamit. Thanks, Jack. Oh, and you kindly donated 2 Australian bucks there. There was no need for that, you lovely person. But I really appreciate it, and it's good to see you again. Jamit. That's the coolest name. What? Do you mind me asking what is your ethnicity or that's an unusual sounded name? I'm interested. You've got me interested, and I can't say I'm not interested. What was I saying? Yeah, with this new business that we'll be doing at some point in the future, I think the more live stuff I do now and sort of ad-libbing, it may just behoove me in the future. So think you might be stuck with me for the next quite a while. I think I'm going to try and do daily solo streams. I'm going to try anyway, as far as possible. Vegan Vio in the house. How you doing, lovely? Jam it with the cheers emoji. Angry Vegan, ahoy there! How you doing? Monkey Butter. That's the funniest name. I don't know if it's the best name for a vegan, but it's a comedy name. I love it. Just stopping by to say hi and wish you and everyone else a great day. You lovely person, Monkey Butter. I hope you have a lovely time. And don't leave Monkey Butter on branches so monkeys slip off and hurt themselves. Owen Samurai's in the house. Good to see you. Owen, there should be an acoustic version of this intro in the mornings. It's so intense. It's pretty intense, isn't it? What do you guys think? Do you like my track? A lot of people moan that my track's a bit bonkers. Should I change it? I was thinking of having a hip hop one made up. I like high octane music though. But maybe I should gear it more around what you guys want and not what I like. Right, sound is good. Very nice. Oh, hang on. I've missed loads out. Brickzot. That's a cool name as well. That sounds like a... What do they call it? AFOL, Adult Fun of Lego channel. This is the soundtrack to either a game of golf or Grandma Outside in the Garden. I think it may be a little intense for those, but I don't know. Maybe it's different where you're from. Vegan Vio likes being... I like being vegan too. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice to feel that you're not murdering others, just for a temporary taste sensation. It makes me able to sleep at night. Jammet, drum and bass huge in the UK, yeah. I don't know, really. It was at one time. I don't know if it's gone a bit by the by now. I don't really pay attention. Zell, I like Sybient for electro. What's Sybient? When I'm doing my psychonaut bit, I do like Psy-chill and Psy-trance. Is that something? Concentrative and meditative. Meditative, what a word that is, eh? Help focus, I find. Hyped, spacey, atmospheric. That sounds nice. Oh, and Jammet produces too. So is Jammet like more of a stage name then? Or is that your actual name? Tori is in the house again. Santana, my good friend with the awesome name. Loads of you people have great names. Oh, and Alison Law is here. Good to see you, lovely. Zell, share, like, subscribe, and most importantly, donate. So I can keep doing this. Briggs, like midnight where I am. Where are you? I guess you're maybe West Coast of America. Is that a possibility? Yoko Linaki. That sounds Japanese to me. I know Yoko on its own means sideways. So, like, for instance, this is the Yoko Empiuchi, or side elbow strike. I can speak a lot of Japanese, mostly like ways to really hurt people. So I'm not sure how useful that'll be unless I join the Yakuza. Gustav, celebrating 4 years as a vegan today. Still no protein deficiency. What about that? Let's have a round of applause for Gustav. Still in one piece after 4 years of not eating tortured animal corpses. Who knew it was possible to get by? Stacey Langley, morning. I'm good. How are you, my darling? Good to see ya. Vegan Vio. After a year of trying, my girlfriend finally said she doesn't want to feed our cats vegan. I don't know if I can follow her down that path. What should I do? I think you've got to listen to your own heart. I don't think outside advice is... I think you've got to follow your own heart, my friend, I'm afraid. It's hard, isn't it? After a year of trying, my girlfriend finally said she doesn't want to feed our cats. Oh, so you were trying to get her to agree? Is that what you're saying? But she said no, she definitely don't want to. You just got to listen to your heart, and, you know, if you can put up with such things, great. And if it's too hard for you and it's more like causes more pain than good times, then it may be time to go. You got to just listen to your heart, my friend. Yeah, I don't think that's a time to get others' perspectives, really. You're welcome, Gustav. Ankarad, yeah, we don't mind at all. We love your streams. Thanks, lovely. I've got a watery eye today. I rubbed it this morning. Now it's all watery and stupid. And I just want to say, Ankarad and Linda and Fudge, I really appreciate you turning up to all of them, because it's just nice to have some friends. So thank you. So I love you coming to him. Jammet. I'm Australian, and Jammet is the name I use for my music production stuff. Electro dub. I think that I might like that sort of thing. Love your channel, bro, and good vibes to all vegans here. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate you, Jammet. Been vegan. Morning, Paul. Hope everyone is okay and has a blessed day. Right back at you. Yeah, I'm racking this morning. I'm racking. Space Demon. That's a good name. Hi, Hench. I'm pretty new to your channel and was watching some old vids. Do you still think Thrive from Viva Life is good? Yep. I know you were saying multis were not good recently. It's just the fact of like synthetic multis. That's where the issue is. You know, Thrive is like powdered whole food, so it's a totally different thing. I prefer people to get their nutrition from the food they eat. So there shouldn't be a need for it. However, if you struggle to eat enough volume of like healthful foods, that may shore up like some deficiencies. So Yeah, I think it's great. Gemma uses it all the time because she struggles to eat enough calories at the minute, or enough volume of food, I should say. Zell, Sybian is psychedelic ambience, another version of Psychill and Psytrance. Nice. Ricky, what's your take on pickles or pickled veggies? Cheers. I think they're not meant to be that great for some reason. Certainly, most vinegars are acidifying unless it's apple cider vinegar. And then there's things like any preservatives or like salt. I use a little bit on occasion, but I don't have a lot of it, and I don't have it all the time, basically. Brickzot is on Vancouver Island. That's where Derek Simnet lives, isn't it? I think, with his Mrs. Crystal. Zell, I love whining about please donate, so the stream I enjoy doesn't have to repeat it non-stop themselves. Support strategy, I take the blame. Bless your heart, you're very kind. Yes, do donate plenty of money to us, thanks. Right, I've got lost. Where was I? Angharad, not sure if you can help. Yesterday, my YouTube video had 195 views, and this one up to 183 on the same video. No idea where this happened. YouTube is just glitchy, and that sort of thing happens all the time. And oftentimes, it can be thousands of views or subscribers, or and sometimes it was wrong in the first place, or sometimes like it goes different. Like later on again, it used to get stuck on 399 views or something weird for ages, and then suddenly catch at it. It's just glitchy, and there's nothing to worry about. It's just buggy. Oh, Dylan Lowe, just subscribe. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Thanks for joining. Zell, question for everyone for fun. Would you date a non-vegan? I don't think I could. Would be weird to be some that kind of morality. Yeah, if I was single, it's hard to say, innit? I don't think, like, as a bloke, I don't think I would have to date non-vegans, because I think there's so many vegan women to vegan men that you'd sort of almost have your pick. Almost. I wouldn't want to get with someone long term who was eating animals. In terms of just sort of casually seeing someone and just, seeing if there may be some potential there. Like, if they seemed open to things, then I might possibly pursue it. But, they would have to be vegan before I got serious. That's me, though. Everyone's different, and there's no right and wrong. Do you know what I mean? Like, some people just don't have the luxury of choosing because, for instance, as I say, many more females than males. So most vegan women are going to have to be with a non-vegan guy, if they're hetero and, they want to be in a relationship, basically. So I don't see that as, like, wrong, And, when you're with someone, you can have influence on them. I think the wrong thing to do is to beat them over the head with things and, keep cracking on. But what we can do is lead by example, like hopefully they'll see some of the things we're into, see some of the documentaries or, facts and figures. And I notice it, in male-female relationships, oftentimes if the female cooks, men are just so lazy, we just eat whatever's put in front of us. So, like, it often they become more or less vegan by default. 16-bit from Sega. I went vegan 6 years ago. I adopted some rescue routes after that and haven't looked back since. Nice. And welcome to the stream. Where in the world are you, 16-bit, and how's the vegan scene? Vegan Vio, thanks for the advice. I've been buying Evolution, but it only gets read to them when I'm there. Right, I don't understand the position of killing things around Swan Cat when you have alternatives. Look on my channel, Vegan Vio. Look on my channel. In fact, I'll look for you. I'll find it. There's a new study came out about vegan cat food, complete cat food. And this latest study was the largest ever study. And it showed that the vegan complete cat food outperformed the non-vegan version in 5 different ways, including less obesity, less kidney disease, less liver disease. So I made a video and I cited the study. So you could show the study. You could play the video. I would just report about it. But there's the study as well, so they can check for themselves. Don't have to take my word for it. Now, there was this one guy. I don't know if his name was Andrew Knight. I might have got that wrong. And he's at the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons. And he's their like expert in like animal welfare, like science. And he says there has not been one single study to find any detriment to feeding cats a complete vegan cat food. The point is it has to be complete. It has to be pH balanced. It has to have all the essential nutrients, you know, arachidonic acid, DHA, taurine. But these can all be sourced from plants. It's not that they are obligate carnivores technically, but it's not that meat is obligatory. It's that the nutrients that are generally found in meat are obligatory, and they can all be sourced from plants. And so what this guy said was, and he's like the expert, there is no reason not to feed your cat a complete vegan cat food at this point. And if anything, so there's been loads of studies, they either showed no difference, or like a lot of them, like the latest, biggest ever one, showed benefits. He said, so why wouldn't you? Like, there's just no need not to in this day and age with the technology we've got. So thank you, Hench. You're very welcome, and I do like to be thanked at 8:23 on a Saturday morning. So thank you for thanking me. Owen Samurai, how did the cook along go? I couldn't attend, unfortunately. It was great. Yeah, a few people joined in. A couple of people shared their creations on Discord, and I think possibly Kelly did on the gram. I've not seen it yet. It's lovely to see you guys cooking such healthy, nutritious, great-looking food. Gemma really loves it. She says she feels so good that people are making healthy stuff to eat, you know, and we're having a part in that. That feels nice. Let me know if anyone wants the link for the cook along stream, and I'll post it in here, and you can just play it and like cook along if you want to. Zell, personally, nutritionally, you have to be careful with adding more seaweed and flax. Aside from that, I'm fine nutritionally. Yeah, that's a couple of things to take care of. Owen Samurai's off. He's got to go and kill some ninja. Enjoy. Francisco, as a bodybuilder, how long did it take you to figure out your diet? Did you jump into it and figure out, or you went along, or did you research it first? I started kind of lifting weights when I was 15, and the internet wasn't around. There wasn't all that much available in terms of books and stuff. It was fairly rudimentary. Yeah, so just kind of figured it out as I went along. I realised, like, up to a point, like, you need to increase protein. Of course, I spent the first 28 years. Is it 28 years? No, sorry. What have I been now? I've been bodybuilding since I was 15. So that's 32 years I've been training, 9 years as a vegan. So 23, first 23 years I thought I had to eat animals, and the last 9 years I took them out and done just as well, if not better. So yeah, that took 23 years to figure that bit out. All the stuff and the stuff I was told, you must eat animals, you can't eat fruit that's got sugar in it, and like, you must eat like 8 times a day. I found out that most of it was complete nonsense. So, yeah, I'd say I figured it out as I went along, then did some research, and then figured it out as I went along. And it was better that way. Yoko Linaki. Much love from rainy Sydney. Thank you for your knowledge. You are such a kind person. Well, aren't you lovely? I really appreciate you. And you Australians are my third largest following. So thanks for following and thanks for joining me this morning. That's why I like to come on in the mornings. I only ever used to do evenings and I never caught any of my lovely Australian friends. How's the vegan scene there? Akayenj, what is your opinion on Anonymous for the Voices? I'm new to this channel, so apologies if you've spoken about this. I've not really paid attention. When they first came about, I did like 2 or 3 cubes. I met Sal and what's his Blinken? Asal, isn't it? Paul Bashir. Joey Carbstrong was there at the time. We were all working together and we had a lovely time. I know there's been a bit of politics stuff. I don't pay attention to gossip. I'm really not interested. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. But I think it's a good system. I didn't enjoy it because for me it felt sort of constrictive and I prefer to be able to talk about what I wanted. And, you know, they tend to stick to the ethics and all that. And I don't want to have to look at that stuff or really think about it too much. It really messes me up. I have so much empathy. I sort of feel their pain like it's my own, and it can mess me up for ages. If I see some like animal suffering, I have just nightmares, and I actually get to feel what that might be like. I feel like despair and like dread. Like I've never felt those feelings before in my life, and I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. So I'm better off out of it. And the other thing is, you know, I can reach. You know, so far on this channel, I think we've had 6.25 million views. Whereas when you're doing outreach, you know, you're affecting one person at a time, you know, potentially. So it's not for me, but I think, you know, I think it's great. They do, you know, it does work. There's no doubt about it. Martina, new sub from Germany. Guten Morgen. I remembered something. I did German in school. I was rubbish. I was absolutely rubbish. Thanks for subbing, Martina. I really appreciate you. Where in Germany are you, and how is the vegan scene there? I'm interested. And how long have you been vegan, and how are you? How's veganism treating you? Are you feeling good? Jamie's back. Have you happened to read Simon Hill's book, The Proof is in the Plants? No. Every single new book that's come out for the last, like, I don't know, for a long time, I always get sent a copy, but he's not sent me a blinking copy. I can't believe it. If so, what did you think? Go to my dad's birthday. I mean, I'm sure it'll be very, very good because Simon really knows his stuff and he's very, very passionate. So without even reading it, I think it'll be absolutely fantastic. I love his podcast, so I listen to every episode. Yeah, you won't go wrong there, and yeah, hopefully you will read it and think differently. If anyone can get through, someone like Simon will be the guy. Dan in the house, good to see you. Keaton, morning. What do you think about having Huel every day for lunch? I think it's a bad idea. You know, although it's like complete, like it's got artificial vitamins and minerals. We should be eating whole, real foods. So I'm not a fan. When they first came about, there was a lot of things in there I didn't like as well. Carrageenan, I think they added like fluoride. There was like long chain fatty acids from like coconut in there. There was a few things. They wanted me to promote it, but I just couldn't in good consciousness. They may have made it better since, but yes. No, however, like they try to market it as a complete food. Real food is complete. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to add synthetic vitamins and minerals. And if anything, synthetic multis are shown to, if they do anything at all, it's far more likely that they do harm than good, in fact. So, yeah, not for me. If you're in a rush, like I would make my own mix, you know. I would add Viva Life's Thrive Living Multi-Nutrient. So that's like a powdered vitamin and mineral supplement, but it's whole foods. I would add in like ground oats, ground flax, ground chia, a little like quality protein powder like Viva Life's Perform or Ritual. Or actually, Viva Life do a Huel like. I mean, that's the way I'd go. Or Viva Life also do a Huel type like meal replacement called Whole, and that one would be much better. If you do get that, I'll recommend the caramel biscuit. Angarad, we will share a picture of the lentil bolognese on Discord after, maybe a sneaky picture of fudge tea. Well, that would be lovely. I want a little gif of her twitching her nose. Is it gif or gif? Answers on the postcard. Rick Heron in the house. Good to see you. Good morning, brother. Dan just got back from morning run. A chill 2K. Running fasted can be a bit rough. I can imagine. I've never tried working out fasted. One of my PT clients used to thrive, and he tried eating a breakfast. I said that might give you more energy, and that just made him feel sick. So yeah, he ditched it, and yeah, it was a real anomaly. Real ex-rugby player, vegan, been vegan a lot of years, and yeah, he was a machine. Middle-aged, but really fit as hell. And yeah, he preferred to train fasted by far. Jamit, some great vegan food choices for both cooking and eating out here in Melbourne. I've got a photo of myself with Tash and Stefania in their lingerie. Is that vegan booty and then that blonde-haired, like, attractive lady? She's like a model or something. Is that right? Anyway, you lucky man. 16-bit from Sega. I can't stand it either. Part of why I became vegan with vivid nightmares about slaughterhouses. Yeah. Brickzart, what is the difference between morality and ethics? I know. I just know what's healthy to eat and how to lift weights up and down. I'm not that intelligent. It's kind of the same thing, really, isn't it? Is it just a sort of different way of talking about the same thing, really? Yeah, I think it's pretty much the same thing. Oh no, Dan's fielded it. Morality's principles, whereas ethics is the study. Yeah, that makes sense. Wish I was intelligent. I'd be dangerous. E-Fun in the house. Good morning, Paul and gang. Good morning to you. Alison, what's the best tasting chocolate vegan protein powder? It is Vivo Life's Ritual. It's dark chocolate, but it doesn't taste bitter. It's really nice. Just starting at the gym, lean bulking to gain muscle. My protein take has risen, trying to find a nice one. Yeah, so Viva Life do the Perform, and they do like a raw cacao one. And the Perform, I mean, it's quite expensive, but it's got real lovely, like high performance, like additives, like medicinal mushrooms and BCAAs and digestive enzymes. But that makes it a little more expensive. And I think, so the Ritual one is just like the high quality protein. And it's a different flavour. And I actually prefer the chocolatiness of that one. And it's like a tenner cheaper as well. So it depends what you want, really. If you wanted to check it out, link below, 10% off code HENCH10. Zell, your trapezius are impressive. What, these old things? These little old things? Thank you. Keyboard warrior. My friends make fun of me for being vegan, but ever since I've gotten stronger and quicker, my girlfriend says I've gotten better in bed. I don't go and harm other beings, so there's that too. Yeah, I'd say that they're jealous. Thank you, Corshell. Like the video. Good idea. Martini, ja, guten Morgen. Living in northern Germany, vegan since 5 years. Nice. Unfortunately, not so many vegans here. Damn it, but I'm confident it will improve. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And good on ya. Good on ya. Wonka worker. Yo, Hench, I've been vegetarian for 2 years, vegan for 4 months. Nice, and thanks to your videos, I've actually started eating healthier. Very good. Thanks for videos. Veganism needs a voice like yours. Well, you're very kind, and welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you, Wonka worker. And do you work in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, and has he gone vegan yet? Where in the world are you, Wonka worker? Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene there? I'm interested in. I'm going to call you Yoko because it's quicker. Yoko, I'm Greek, living in Sydney. Lots of restaurants, small products on supermarket shelves, trying to raise awareness, kindness, and really strong in the minds of people. Yeah, I'm the only vegan I know personally. Wow, that's hard. That's hard. I hope you find some more. Perhaps like search some meetup groups on Facebook or something, or start something yourself. There will all be plenty of vegans there, I'm sure. But it's just finding them. Corshall, have you heard of Giloy? No, tell me about that. Francisco, did you get any pushback from your gym buddies when you went vegan? Did any of them feel threatened by it? I'm sure a lot of people felt threatened, but no one had the balls to say anything to my face. So that was fine. Yeah, no pushback. And in fact, a lot of people were very interested. I think I single-handedly turned about 5% of the gym vegan. And then, by chance, the 2014 Mr. Universe pitched up and we started chatting and he went vegan off the back of a chat we had. So then about 10% of the gym was vegan, just like that. It was mad. Angry Vegan, how long do you recommend soaking beans for? They all need different lengths of time, so hopefully it would say on the pack or you can Google it. It's good, if you do it for longer, they start to sprout. You actually get a lot more nutrition out of them. So that's something you can do as well if you've got the time. Humphrey Bubbles, that is the best name. I said that before. Had a bowl of cereal tonight. Oats, almonds, a few Cheerios, plus some frozen berries. But so threatens me that large frozen berries are probably not organic and will kill you. So I wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, but larger, they can be organic. But I think what he's getting at is the wild ones are smaller. In fact, if you're in a country where they have a Lidl supermarket, if you get their frozen blueberries, they are actually wild. They're not quite as sweet, but they've got a lot more polyphenols, a lot more nutritionally dense. Martina's smiling at me. That's nice. Ricky, can you share the cook along? I sure can. If I just remember how to find the community tab. Beep. Copy. Paste. Boom. There you go. Enjoy. Keyboard Warrior, what happened to your video where you interviewed that guy that reversed his heart disease? Did you take it down or something? Can't find it. No. Are you talking about that Costa Rican guy, that coffee farmer? Videos. Let me have a quick look. I'm trying to think what the bloody thumbnail looks like. Let's try typing. I think his name was Ken Lander. There he is. He was a lovely guy. Paste. Boom. If that's the one, there it is. Zell, if I remember, there is a German vegan group that talk about the similarity of the atrocity of World War II in the slaughterhouse. Yep, no doubt. Wonka Worker, I'm in the US, Chicago. Nice. Veganism is pretty good, nice, but in the suburbs is pretty much non-existent restaurant-wise. Yeah, but learn to cook, which is a good skill to know. Anyway, hell yeah. Anyway, congrats. Well done on finding veganism. Michael Jackson in the Hay House. Smooth criminal. Cordial. Giloy is a plant, increases immunity, helps with respiratory, and very bitter. Not many studies on it, but there's positives from Ayurveda. Yeah, that's very true. Giloy, search. Oh, okay. So there's definitely a supplement. So Ayurvedic. Nice. Yeah, I've not heard of that before, so you've taught me something there. Thank you. A lot of the Ayurvedic stuff has been proven by modern science now. It's really interesting. Thousands of years old, like, practice. Keyboard Warrior. Yes, that's the guy. It's a very inspiring video. I want to show it to my friend's dad. Nice. His dad has had a few heart attacks. I think it'll help him, even though every vegan gains would disagree. Yep. Wonka worker. I also had nightmares from when I first became vegetarian. I went to an agricultural school. We raised animals and then sent them off for slaughter. Straw that broke the camel's back was when they tried to get me to dissect a dead baby pig fetus. Yep, I can understand that. Staying in the house. Beard is looking good, Paul. Thank you. Thank you. I've done absolutely nothing with it. Angry vegan. Who's currently your favourite vegan celebrity? I don't know, really. I don't know that I really go overboard on celebrities. I like what Joaquin Phoenix has been doing to raise awareness. So I might say him. In fact, I'm going to say Joaquin Phoenix. Brick. So I had to dissect a live worm in biology. Couldn't do it. What's wrong with people? What's the need? You know what I mean? It's been done. We know what's in there. Let's look at a picture. Michael Jackson, what is the best vegan milk for tea and coffee? It's not really my kind of thing, but I understand that oat milk in coffee is like very creamy, so that seems to be the gold standard. For tea, I don't know. I drink like green and matcha, which doesn't require milk. So if anyone's got a good perspective on what's the best tea for milk for tea, let us know. Ian, have you been to Australia? No, but I would love to visit. Zell, Avi is great. Would be nice collab with other vegans to promote a bit, hence YouTube popularity and traffic. Yes, good to collab. Keyboard Warrior, I had to dissect a frog in high school and a lizard, and also a cow eye, very disturbing. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's just weird. Stain, I really like Oatly for my cappuccino. Yeah, there you go. And Dan votes oat milk, doesn't usually curdle. Oh, so it's good for tea as well, is it? Oatly Barista is what Stain uses. Eliza likes oat or soya milk. I tell you, I mean, I don't use milks often, but I do try to swerve ones with added oil, particularly palm oil. Oh, so what's everyone up to this fine weekend? We're off to a restaurant tonight. They're launching a new vegan menu, and I think we're getting to try it before everyone else does. I think the press are going as well, so we might get our face in the paper or something, or on the telly. They're doing a Welsh rarebit as the starter. I think that's like melted cheese and something else. Angharad, do you know? Tell me about Welsh rarebit. My mum used to make it when I was a kid, so that's going to really bring back memories. Happily, it's a cashew-based cheese, so it's not horrible coconut oil, which will kill you. Zell, non-vegan related about health. Is coffee unhealthy when taking too much? Yeah, too much of anything is too much. Does what it says on the can. For a lot of people, like a bit of coffee's all right. Some people are poor metabolizers though, and it seems to do more harm than good. It's pros and cons. I mean, there's antioxidants in there. but it is a neurotoxin. So I actually like a bit. I don't get on with coffee, but I do get on with the matcha green tea. I really like matcha. It's a more steady buzz. It's less jittery, and you don't crash. It's much nicer. I don't eat dead bodies. Oof, dissection. We had to dissect squids in class, wrote our initials with their spine dipped in their ink. That's weird, isn't it? After they made calamari. Sounds like a joke now that I'm older. Several kids threw up. What a crazy world. Imagine like aliens doing that to us. We'd be outraged and sickened. This is no different. Keyboard Warrior, will you be going to VegFest once it starts up again? Yes, I'll be going, and it'll be my first one ever. Pretty excited. Are you going to the camp out where we've got our ticks for the camp out in August? That'll be the first sort of big event. Yeah, you'll love it. It's such a good atmosphere, such a good crowd. It's my favourite thing. My favourite thing is these large events. Space Demon, I love coconut milk for tea, but it's probably not that good for you. No, it's got those long and very long chain triglycerides, and because they're not attached to fibre, they are raising your serum LDL, which is the only critical risk factor for the #1 cause of death in humans, coronary heart disease. However much you might enjoy the taste of that, I would stop it, personally. But each their own. Ian, Australia is in lockdown. Sucks, doesn't it? Really sucks. I can't believe that we're opening right up soon. What is the deal in the UK? Do you guys know? I mean, I don't watch the news, but my understanding is like a lot of the restrictions are just going to go. And I just think if things were so bad a second ago, how can everything be? I know like people have been vaccinated and whatever, but surely you're risking it just going stupid again. Like, it seems odd. What exactly are the rules, please? Can someone tell me? Or will be the rules soon? Is it it's soon, isn't it? Where there's sort of restrictions, a lot of the restrictions are ending. What is the date and what is being rescinded? Francisco, some men have emotional attachment to meat, like their manhood is wrapped up in it. Yes, it's pretty frail manhood if you have to rely on some sort of external thing to pretend that you're a man because you eat a dead body that someone else killed because you wouldn't have the balls to do it anyway and you'd cry your eyes out. Besides doing a most muscular, how do you suggest getting past that barrier? Yeah, doing the most muscular is my only sort of way, really. I don't know. I it's just advocating, and I like to say where I'm from, like the strong, like stand up for the weak, like not bully them. Like how hard is it to like hurt a defenseless little animal and kill them? But how difficult is it to tell others, whoa, what are you doing? A, there's no need to eat that animal. B, it's unhealthy. C, that animal seeks love. He wants to be with his friends and family. He feels joy. He feels fear. He runs from violence. He screams under the knife just like you do. What the hell are you doing when you could eat some tasty vegan, like whole plant foods, which will make you live longer? Like, a man stands up for the weak and risks ridicule and attack. Yeah, that's my perspective anyway. Not to be like toxically masculine then, because that's a load of old nonsense as well, isn't it, really? Anti-vegan. I like unsweetened Eden soy milk. The only ingredient is soybeans and water. Brilliant. Yeah, I've not seen that brand. Maybe that's not a UK one, but I'll keep my eye out for it just in case. Yeah, soy milk is definitely better. Michael Jackson, sunflower oil or rapeseed oil for deep frying. I wouldn't know. And I'll tell you why I wouldn't know. It's a bit like me asking you, knife in the neck or bullet in the head for dying. Do you know what I mean? Like, deep fried food, that gives you cancer. I wouldn't know which one would be better, if either, and it's not going to make a whole load of difference because you know, it's still raising your risk for cancer, like, significantly. And then when you heat acrylamides, like starches, you're creating you're creating acrylamides, which are class 2A carcinogens, so more cancer risk. When you heat proteins and fats, high temperatures, you're creating more advanced glycation end products, which accelerates the aging process for every tissue in the body. So macular degeneration, osteoporosis, atherosclerosis, sarcopenia, dementia. Yeah. Honestly, it's like you're asking me, would you rather be shot or stabbed? And yeah, if you want a sensible answer, I'm sorry I can't give one, because I've just not looked at it. Any omega-3 in those oils would be destroyed by the heating process anyway, so you're getting tons of omega-6, which is pro-inflammatory, and no omega-3. So I just wouldn't. If someone paid me, I wouldn't eat that. Jotaro, what do you think of Asda plant milks? They add iodine. I think it's great that they add iodine. That's unusual. I didn't know that. Again, I've not really looked at them. I mean, I'll get it up now. Asda soya milk. Ingredients. Smart Life unsweetened, free from sweetened ingredients. Water, soybeans, sugar. So I'll go for an unsweetened one. Sugar's horrible. Calcium phosphate, salt, not great. Stabilizer, Gellan gum, I don't know what that's all about. Potassium iodide, okay. B12, B2. B2 is unnecessary. D2. Yeah, if you're not supplementing enough. Yeah, I would go for unsweetened though. But yeah, not too bad. On the scale of things, that's probably one of the better ones for sure. Same drinks coffee just for the taste of it. Blood Hill in the Hay House. Good to see you. Eliza swapped to decaf coffee, drink a lot just for the taste. Mark the Crawler in the House, that's an interesting name. Keyboard Warrior, yes, I'm going. My birthday is in August, so it'll be a fun time. Well, do please come and say hello. I'll be poncing around all weekend, and I'd love to meet you guys. I really do. Let's get a photo or something. That'd be really cool. Mitch the Mystery Man, which country would you say is the most promising outlook for veganism? Vegan food scene, number of vegans per population. It is Iran. Iran number one, particularly the capital Tel Aviv. And then, I'm not sure, I think UK is like right up there. I think that may be number two. I'm not sure. But my town, Norwich, is the most vegan city in the UK. So many vegan restaurants and all the vegan restaurants, also all the other restaurants are vegan friendly, and they've got like vegan menus front and centre in their like windows and stuff, because they know how many vegans there are in Norwich. Keaton, I'm going to camp out, first time for me. Well, come and say hello. I'm going to do something, guys. I'm going to do something whereby we can all connect. And we'll liaise and we'll all meet up at some point. We'll do like a big group meet up, shall we? On one of the days. I've got a private Facebook group now. Maybe I'll invite you into that, and then I'll post on there what time to be where or something. Let me just find it. Hench Herbivore community, that's the one. Private group. This is the right one, isn't it? Yeah. Because I've got a coaching one as well, which I don't want to accidentally share because that's a paid thing. If you guys want to join my community here on Facebook, and yeah, on the day, or we'll post in the chat or something, just post on the page, let's meet up, I don't know, midday at this place or whatever. We'll all meet up, that'll be awesome. Stain, we had to dissect a rabbit in uni. I refused. Let me do a paper on the intestines of herbivores. They were very progressive. Nice. It is a protected right now, so nowhere should be able to force that as part of the curriculum. Arkiyenje. I live in Germany and people think the UK is screwing themselves over the lifting of restrictions on 19th of July. Yeah, I'm suspicious. I don't know, but based on how things have been going, it seems it's the 19th, is it? I hope it doesn't all go tits up before the camp out, which is about a month after that. Blood Hill seems to be restrictions have a suspicious amount to do with the country's economy. Wouldn't surprise me. Humphrey Bubbles, we were allowed to get on our haircut again here in Ontario. Good. Caution, best tips to avoid diabetes. Vegetarian, fam, and many people on both sides have diabetes. That's the saturated fat. Dairy has the most sat fat of any food. And it's the sat fat getting inside muscle cells, intramyocellular lipids, that then blocks insulin signaling, and now the blood sugar is stuck in the blood vessels. So it's not a disease of carbohydrate metabolism, it's a disease of fat metabolism, and the fats you want to avoid are saturates, which is predominantly in animals, mostly in dairy. So yeah, vegetarians can be some of the worst for diabetes. I'm vegan, 18 years. My mum had diabetes. Can be hereditary, but can be avoided. When we say that things are hereditary, things are, just hereditary, it's not the fact that the diseases often are hereditary. It's not so much in the genes, or the genes play a factor, but it's that diets are hereditary and you get the same diseases because of the same lifestyle. If you're not taking in loads of sat fat, it's not going to get stuck inside the muscle cells. So it's like genes load the bullet, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. And if you're not doing the things to cause the disease, then you're not going to get it. And type 2 diabetes is sat fat stuck inside of muscle cells. So just don't eat loads of sat fat. To avoid type 2 diabetes, eat a whole foods plant-based diet. So high carb, which is counterintuitive to what most medical professionals will tell you. And they'll also say that type 2 can't be reversed, but I've seen it reversed in my own clients. So you want to be eating loads of legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds. You want to eat a little nuts and seeds. You probably don't want to go overboard on them, but you need some for the essential fatty acids. Loads of herbs and spices. You shouldn't really be able to get T2 if you're eating the low fat, particularly very low in saturated fat. Vegan fats, that would be horrible for diabetes risk. Coconut oil, coconut milk, coconut yogurt, palm oil, palm kernel oil. These are only really found in processed foods. Cocoa butter, so like chocolates, cocoa beans, cocoa nibs. Cocoa powder, the one processed food that's healthier than the whole food from which it's derived, because they take out a lot of these horrible saturated fats. But it's mostly reversible for a lot of people. Type 2, Dr. Neil Barnard's book, The Program for Reversing Diabetes, talks all about it. But the cliff notes are eat low fat, whole foods, plant-based, like I just said. It's really a non-issue. It's like a modern disease of just poor nutrition, and we never used to eat loads of animal products. That's a new thing. Historically, before agriculture, before animal husbandry, you wouldn't go up to a big old ox beast and try to suck on her teats. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't dare. Plus, that's weird, isn't it? How weird is that? Like sucking something out of an animal. It makes me want to throw up. But yet, that's what people do. Joe Taro, only 50% of UK population had both vaccinations, so the government thinks they don't matter because the most vulnerable are protected. Okay, nice. So that starts to make a bit of sense. When I see Boris on the TV, my cat turns it off. That's funny. Angharad, Welsh rarebit, we really love it, as we now make it vegan too. Hot cheese, which can have mustard, and vegan wussy sauce served on toasted bread. Ah, yeah. I'm in. That's going to really take me back to my childhood. That's going to be so nice. Zell, I think it's important and strategic that most vegan try to be fit, healthy, fit, clever, and a role model, and be able to improve health, fitness, and brain function. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. Michael Jackson, what brand of air fryer? He shouts. Anyone. I use a Bagot simply because they sent me a free one. That seems to be fine. They're pretty cheap as well. Looks like the word baguette, but with an O instead of an E in the middle there. Actually, if you look back, I've got 2 videos on air fried foods. One or both of them may have a discount code. Whether it still works, I couldn't tell you, but it may well still. You may be able to get one cheaper. Dan, water frying, air frying, or baking for the win. You know it. Why is this jumped? Margaret Caller, probably a common question, but what's the best B12 supplement in your opinion? I like Vivo Life. It's a tincture, so it absorbs like sublingually, so you just drip it under the tongue. Try to hold it there for a minute if you can. Don't worry too much though. It's a complex. I think it's got like 3 different types of B12 in there, so it's more efficacious. I just take it once a week. Like they say to take like 1,000 micrograms daily. Well, you only need that much if you're over age 65. And if you do like a bolus dose, i.e. like a big dose once a week, you can do 2,500 micrograms, and that will cover you. And it just makes it last even longer. So that's my recommendation. Code Hench10, link below for Vivo Life if you want to give that a whirl. I like it. Actually tastes all right as well. Iron, is air frying for healthy? For example, air frying a bag of chips or hash browns? No, air frying is not healthy. It's healthier than the alternative, which is deep fat frying, which has like a lot of extra calories and a lot of extra like negative, compounds that, like oxygen free radicals and stuff. However, you're still creating acrylamides and advanced glycation end products from this like high heat dry cooking method. You're better off eating things raw or cooked with what we call like wet heat cooking methods. So steaming, sauteing, microwaving. They're actually much healthier. But that's not to say that I don't use the air fryer a fair bit. Oh, what am I on about? Korshol, Tel Aviv is capital of Israel, not Iran. Did I mean Israel then? Sorry, I meant Israel. No, it's not Iran, it's Israel. And so basically, like they kind of know, they know what it's like to be like prejudiced against and to, be under the hammer a bit. So yeah, Israel. So I did wonder when I said it if I'd got that right. Yeah, Israel is the most vegan country. Thanks for putting me right there. Some guy, what do you think about plant-based junk food like Beyond Meat, not for vegans, but for meat eaters? Great. They're not eating animals, but still really horrible for your health. So I wouldn't eat it. Humphrey, I think Sweden too is high on the vegans. Nice. Good to know. Ayush, sad news, Bangladesh factory kills at least 52 people. Many were child labourers. That sucks. Blood Hill, could a push-up competition or something at the camp out, then take the winners a tour of gyms to advertise their lifestyle? We did a gym takeover in Bristol. We went to Vegfest, and then there was Nimai Delgado, Patrick Baboumian. I was there, like loads of the vegan bodybuilders. John Venus was a letdown. No surprise there. And but yeah, there was like, I don't know, 20 odd of us took over the gym, and like people were really looking, and the owner asked like who we were, and so a couple of the guys said their Instagram handles, and they were all over us, you know, because that's really good for their business to have such high profile like influencers in there. So yeah, they were really interested in the vegan thing. We were all chatting about it for ages. Very good. Yeah, they usually do some sort of a boot camp type thing, Blood Hill. So maybe I'll meet everyone there after that. Yo Drips, glad to be at the same gym as you, love. Oh, have we chatted? I hope so. I know I've chatted to a few nice people in there. Angela, are there any collaboration videos planned for the future? Not at the minute. Well, I'm meant to be doing something with David Rams at some point. I keep wondering whether to get involved in this 24-hour live stream, but I don't know if it's a bit late now. Collaboration plans. Yeah, nothing on the cards really. To be honest, I've been so focused on, we've put together like an online video course, nutrition course, and that's been such hard work. We've not had much spare time, but that should be out any day now. So hopefully I can start making some plans. I certainly want to interview some more people who have had amazing lifestyle, like health recoveries. Let me know anyone you'd like to see me collaborate with, and yeah, I'm always open to a collaboration, and yeah, I need to get back on that actually once we get this course out. That would be good. Jotaro, do you eat hot cauliflower wings? Cauliflower hot wings we need for the next cook along. No, but I'm sure you can make a healthy-ish recipe. So let me make a note of that. Make a note of that, and we'll see if we can find a recipe. And we'll try and do that for you, Jotaro. That would be good. I think I'd enjoy that. Francisco, what is your stance on lab-grown meat? Horrible for your health, but if it stops people eating dead animals, great for the environment, great for animals. Yeah, each to their own, but you wouldn't catch me eating that muck. Ian Boz, do you think CBD oil is worth taking? How long until you see the effect? CBD oil is fantastic. I take it 3 times a day. I have done for the last 2 years or so. Code HENCH30 for 30% off your first order of Honest Hemp CBD. You can't see it very well. Link below. It's brilliant. The idea is to start on a lower dose, and over the weeks, like slowly, like ramp it up until you find the minimum effective dose. So it depends, it depends on how long it takes you to do that. And, it doesn't work for everyone in every instance. However, it does have a high success rate for most people, for most things, that anti-inflammation can assist with. So I noticed benefit pretty blinking quick. I was basically, a company gave me some, and I didn't know what it was, and I just left it in my drawer for ages. And then I accidentally came across it. And I thought, I think this is meant to be healthy. I'll just have a little go. And I just started using it. I didn't know what it was meant to do. And then I was at V in the Park, this Scottish vegan festival. And it was about my 12th public speaking event. And until then, I was very uncomfortable with public speaking. But at that one, I really enjoyed myself. And I didn't want to stop. And I didn't want to get off the stage. And I thought, this is weird, something's different, what is different? And then I thought, I've started taking that CBD oil, I better see what that does. And then I read up, and yes, an anxiolytic, it basically lessens your anxiety. And yeah, I've been sold ever since. I find it helps me to relax of an evening, because obviously I'm trying to take over the world with veganism, and I just work really, really hard. My mind's going crazy. But I take that, and it just allows me to calm down and chill out. sleep really well. I have a lot less pain in the body. Because my diet's really good, I kind of thought that I probably don't need it for like exercise recovery, like pain relief. But I did accidentally run out one time and I noticed some sort of joint pains creeping back in. It was quite uncomfortable. Got back on it again and they went. So yeah, it helps me, body and mind. I can't speak highly enough of CBD oil. Lee Moon is in the house. Hey, how are you? I'm good, lovely. How are you? Where in the world are you? And how are you doing? You sound like you might be possibly Chinese, maybe. I don't know. I might be. I'm not very clever. I don't know why I even try and guess. I don't know why I try and guess. But how are you? Where are you? And how is the vegan scene there? And thanks for joining. Scuzz, is 15% fat enough for test if I'm eating 60+% carbs? What's the lowest I can go while maintaining test? It's hard to know. I mean, it's more on total fat rather than percentage of fat. Because say you're eating 100 calories, well, 100% fat wouldn't be enough. So it's more on like your total fat. So for a male, I wouldn't go below, 20, 30 grams to be safe. Yeah. Yo Drips, it will be a dream for me to become vegan. Well, let me know if I can help you, my friend. I will be glad to help you out. Francisco, is there any advantages of intramuscular B12 injections over sublingual or pills? Yeah, it's probably the best delivery system. I've done it. It's not that difficult. I've got a video on it, actually, if you search. Pills, not so great. Sublingual, very good. Yeah. If you're going to do pills, I would get a chewable one and have it before food, and let it sort of dissolve a bit under the tongue if you can. JB01, question, which brand of earplugs do you wear? I don't know. Whatever ones Gemma gets me. I've used Howard Leet for years, just curious. Hello, folks. Hello to you, and thanks for joining. And I'm afraid I don't know anything about earplugs, but they seem to work, so that's cool. Zel Naga, what are your views on raw veganism? Any issue with it? Deficiency? I think I asked this before. It depends. Like, if you eat all the nutrients, you're going to be fine, and if you're missing half the nutrients, you're not going to be fine. I think it's more difficult, but I think it's more than likely very possible. I think it's a lot easier if you're in like somewhere tropical. Is one thing I'll say. Blood Hill, Lidl's vitamin tablets have 100% of vitamin E, C, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, B6, B12, biotin, folate, and pantothenic acid. Well, that's great. Super chat, Yoko Linaki very generously donated 5 Australian bucks. Thank you for your work and knowledge. I appreciate you, mate. Kiki. Thank you. And how very English of you to say mate on the end there. You're trying to make me feel at home, aren't you? No question. Just supporting their local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers out of the kindness of their heart. And I really appreciate you. Right, we're going to go for 15 more minutes, guys. 15 more minutes. So get your comments or questions in. And then what am I doing? I'm going to go and get some Vital Wheat gluten. I'm going to get some poultry seasoning, which is just a mix of 5 herbs. And we're going to make a vegan no chicken with chickpeas and that stuff and a bit of salt. I think I'm going to do a video. Does that sound good? Let me know. Melanie Brooks in the house. Hello to you. How are you doing? Good to see ya. Mitch the Mystery Man, have you ever considered a collab with former anti-vegans turned vegans like Hunter Avalone, for example? I watched him was surprised. No. Yeah, that'd be interesting, wouldn't it? I made a couple of videos where I kind of criticised him before, so whether he'd be open to it or not is another thing. Eliza, what's the best way of taking CBD? What is your opinion on vaping? I think sublingually is best, under the tongue. Try and hold it there for a minute. Vaping, I understand that is not good for your lungs in some way or another, is my understanding. I can't tell you the mechanism, but I did look into it because Honest Temp do vapes as well, and so they did send me some of that stuff, and yeah, I did a little research, and it seemed that whatever the chemical is, like it's like the hot air, like steam coming in, I think is not good. Don't quote me, but there is some negative or other, I believe, from what I read. Francisco, what is your opinion on nootropics? Are they legit or a waste of money? I don't really know. I think aren't some medicinal mushrooms meant to be nootropics? Or do you specifically mean like drugs? I'm not sure that I quite understand the meaning of the word. Let me just look it up. Nootropics are drugs. Oh, supplements and other substances. Yeah, there's definitely some legitimacy. I'm not really down with the synthetic stuff, but like medicinal mushrooms, yeah, blinking brilliant. I think certain other mushrooms as well, which you can take in microdoses. I'm not going to name names because I can't be bothered to do my disclaimer. But I think you can get definite upgrades. I've felt the power myself. Very good. Helena, nice to see you. How many calories do you reckon a woman should eat to lose weight? As many as she needs. We're all individuals. So, hang on, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Full screen capture. And then I've got to change the window. Is that him? That's him. Right, so sorry for that split down the middle of the screen. Go to your browser, type in TDEE, Total Daily Energy Expenditure. A calculator will come up, and you put in your sex, your age, your weight. You can do pounds or kilos, height, activity levels, all there. Body fat percentage roughly, if you know it, that helps. And then calculate, and it'll tell you like just a ballpark figure basically. Yeah, and you just basically try that for a week. So weigh yourself in the morning after the loo, before you eat or drink. That's called your true weight. Weigh yourself once a week. A week later, weigh yourself again. Oh, and sorry. And so that number will be your maintenance calories. So you want to take off, I don't know, like 500 or something. And then you should be in like a deficit. You should be able to lose around a pound of body fat per week for most people on a 500 calorie deficit. You don't want to lose more than like 1% of your total body weight each week, basically. So you need to tweak that as you go along. But yeah, once a week, in the morning, after the before you eat, drink, weigh yourself, do it a week later. If you've lost 1% of your body weight and no more, fantastic. Keep doing that while that works. Over time, you might have to tweak that back a little bit as you lose weight and you don't expend so much energy moving around. If your weight was to stay the same, you just tweak off a little bit more. You know, you just basically titrate your calories relative to what your scales are saying each week. Get some good scales, ideally digital, ideally small increments. You know, make sure they're good quality, like spend a little bit of money on them. On a hard surface, don't bother with bioelectrical impedance, like feedback, like, you know, the body fat percentage scales. None of them are any good. They'll just steer you wrong. They're a waste of money. But just get good quality scales that way, you know, they're well calibrated and small increments. Yeah, titrate your calories relative to what your weight's in, but it's individual. It's individual. You know, I need something like 4,400 calories to stay the same. Most men eating 4,400 calories would get very fat very quickly. We're all different. I've got a lot more muscle mass than like a lot of the people who tell me we need to eat meat to make muscle. Don't like to brag, what I do. Saves lives. hope that helps. Make sure you've got your vitamin D taken care of, Helena, because that helps with fat loss. Make sure you're getting all your nutrients in. So eat like a calorically adequate, whole foods, plant-based diet. Get your legumes, whole grains, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, herbs, and spices. Supplement B12, D3. Flax, chia seeds, or maybe like a DHA supplement, seaweed or an iodine supplement. Make sure you're getting your micros. Sometimes if you've not got your micronutrients coming in, that can like scupper you. Certainly leads to ill health over time. Eat 3. Good. Make your meals big. Loads of low calorie veg, loads of low calorie fruit, decent amount of legumes, whole grains. Little nuts and seeds, don't go overboard on them. They want to be a small part of your calories, 10-15%, really. That's it. And I would say move more so you can eat more, so you can get your nutrients in. So I like to see, when I was a PT, I used to like to see my clients lift weights 3 times a week, so they're working their muscles and their bones, like strong. The more muscle we carry, the more fat we burn, even at rest. So that's really, weight training is the new dieting in terms of fat loss. It's been like that it's been like that for ages in the gym industry. It's really good to do some resistance training. We need to do it for our health anyway, but it really helps with body composition. And then at least 3 times a week, I used to like to see my clients do some sort of cardio. So they're working the heart and lungs, they're burning some more calories off. So maybe you go resistance cardio. Once a week, take a day out of the gym, but do like active recovery, like take a long leisurely walk around the woods or something. That's so good for you. That's my top tips for weight loss. Should be super easy. Don't be in a rush, no more than 1% of your body weight each week, and just fill up. Most diets fail because they're restrictive. Whole foods plant-based works long term because you can eat as much as you want. It's just the fact that most of the foods are, very dense in water and fiber and very light on calories. Most of them. Nuts and seeds, avocados, they're a bit more calorically dense because they're fats, 9 calories per gram instead of 4. But eat those sparingly. Anyway, I hope that helps. Thanks, guys. Nice. Tricky, what are you training today? Not a goddamn thing. No, it's my day off. It's my one day off from training. I will be going for a bike ride after this to pick up some ingredients. And I will do a nature walk tonight with the young lady. We'll do about an hour around the woods. It's really nice. Just breathe in the nature. Morning, Foxy Blonde. How are you doing? Good to see you again. This is becoming a regular thing. People are going to talk. Ignace, what is a good, cheap, high-calorie snack for bulking? I don't really go a lot on snacks. I'm not the best one to talk about snacks. I like to eat large meals and leave a good gap in between. That's so much better for our gut health. It's better for our gut microbiome, and it lowers your risk of developing SIBO. I developed SIBO a couple of years ago, and I think it's because I was eating too much too regularly. So I don't really recommend snacks. And also, when you eat a snack, if you're just eating a small amount of ingredients, say you snack on some fruit, that is not half as good as at dinner. You got your legumes, your whole grains, your nuts, your seeds, your herbs, your spices. Then you have a bit of fruit for dessert. Food synergy, nutrients in one ingredient will amplify the health benefits of nutrients in all other ingredients, and you just get more health potential for no extra effort. So, I'm not a snack one. Snacks, though, trail mix would be one of the better ones. Nuts, seeds, different dried fruits. That would be good. I don't really eat snacks, so it's hard for me to think of them, in all honesty. Avocado toast, that'd be good. I'm a bit crap at snacks simply because I never eat them. Guys, tell me what are some good high calorie snacks. Apples with almonds or cashew butter. Or peanut butter. Bit of medjool dates. Medjool date, sliced in half, bit of apple, little cinnamon, nut butter. Boom. Sweet, tangy, fatty, you know, cinnamon. Delicious. Ignace, music too loud. Oh, well, now you tell me. I've been going for 1 hour, 37 minutes, and that's the first time anyone's bothered to blink and say anything. Or maybe your ears are more sensitive than everyone else's. Anyway, I'll try and turn it down a little touch if I can. How's that? I think if I turn it down anymore, it'll go right off. Helena, you're welcome. Blood Hill, have you finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla? No, I got bored of it. I got about 30% of the way through, and I just got fed up with it. It seemed like the same old thing. If so, what are you playing now? Not a goddamn thing. Just been making videos for our online nutrition course. I started playing RPGs as a vegan as possible for the sake of it. Often you have to kill animals for crafting resources. Yep. I do love an RPG though. I really do. I was brought up on Dungeons and Dragons as a lad. And yeah, I love it. Jotaro, Dr. Gregor says, weigh yourself twice a day, I think. I can't imagine why he would say that. But that's interesting if he does. Zell, most people say don't weigh yourself. Zell, so honest, I do brag too. Right off vibe. You know it. Lolly, morning. I'm rushing off to take my doggy to the vet. Oh, I hope that he's okay. So just a quick little hello to everyone in the team. Hi, lovely, and good luck. And I hope everything's okay. Helena, I do strength training 3 times a week, and I have a trainer on every 14th day. Nice. Good on ya. So you're doing all the right things there. Very good. But roasted chickpeas keep for a while. Yeah, they're a good snack. We roast chickpeas in the air fryer. We make date syrup. And then we add curry powder. Mix that up. Coat the chickpeas. Yeah, just roast them for a bit. And yeah, keep for a while. Not around these parts, though, because we eat them. They're so delicious. Yeah, that is a good snack, actually. Ignace, no, it was during the screen share. I can't remember what we're talking about now, Ignace, sorry. Oh, music too loud. So the music was too loud during the screen share. That shouldn't have changed anything, as far as I know. Anyway, whatevs. Bloody technology, it crazes me. Lucy's in the house. Cashew nuts are good. Cashew nuts are good, aren't they? I think they're a bit lower calorie probably than other nuts because they're a lot higher in carbs. So less fatty. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. Francisco, would you recommend Frank Tofano as a quality bodybuilding coach? If you want to be the size of a stick insect and if you want to snap your shoulders up and build no muscle, he would be my go-to guy. Angerad, yum. That's funny. You said we had avocado toast for breakfast. I've not had avocado toast for a while. Yeah, I love a bit of that. Frank Tough Guy Tofano in the hay house. All right, guys. Oh, it's 9:30. I better go and do some other things. We've done an hour and a half. It's zipped by so quick because I have so much fun with you people. I really appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks moderators for keeping us troll free. First of all, thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on my toast, the wheels from the door, and the cameras rolling. Yeah, so I'm off to get some ingredients, shooting a video today, vegan no chicken, and then we're off to a restaurant tonight, which I'm going to vlog, which has got a new vegan menu. We're getting there ahead of the launch with some press and whatnot, so that's going to be interesting. Back tomorrow morning. I'll be on about 8:30 tomorrow morning, so keep your eyes peeled for me. Don't forget our cookbooks are still half price. Virtuous vegan desserts, where do you get your protein? 30 delicious, healthy meals in each one. Help support your gym gains. Or just have some tasty desserts without all the guilt. And yeah, have a lovely day. And I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now. Cheers, guys.